Boom. All right. Let's go ahead and start. We'll go from top to bottom by market cap. Here's Bitcoin ending up having, it appears that it'll have a tough week. So we're still in this congestion area. I would expect more downside. We need this EXA to turn up. I mean, if you look at the last time it turned over, it was in September, and that was a great trade to the upside. I mean, essentially got you in around this, $60,000 range, and then it turned over here about 95. So it has not turned up. So that's something to pay attention to. The daily also tough close yesterday below the 20-day moving average. Appears that we're going to have another close below it without even touching it. So downside is definitely seems to be in the cards. And, if that's, I don't know, we're going to need to save ourselves here in the low 90 range. Hopefully we'll turn around going into next week at some point, but it's looking a little tough out there. Looks like we're losing the 200 moving average on the 4-hour. So yeah, that's just what's happening. We're getting a little bit of a turnaround here, so we'll see. It's got to regain this quickly, but no, it looks like it's going down. Short to medium term. All right, let's go to Ethereum. Ethereum having a bad week as well. This could end up being pretty bad. I definitely don't like to see it below the 20-week moving average, which it appears that we will close below. The only good part about this is it is moving as an upward slope, but that's not, that slope could change pretty quickly. Let's look at the last 20. Yeah, I mean, it's going to continue to be going up, but the slope at least. But the price looks like it's going to be tough. We need to regain that 20 pretty quickly. Yeah. Had a good day going the other day. Yeah, I mean, the bottom could really fall out of this thing. I guess that's what's going to happen. I mean, look at this. We got a descending triangle. You could call it a head and shoulders. Let's look where we could maybe, if we're calling something like this. Let's put it right there. $1,000. Going down to $2,000. That would be painful. That would be painful. Maybe that's what's happening. I don't know. A flush out of even this area. Ooh, that's tough. That would be tough. But you lose this. You lose the 20-week, and that can really. That's really, we lost it in this area. We came down to that 2,000 level. So, we'll see. Maybe we touch the $2,500 level, but things are not looking that great for Ethereum or the crypto market, but Ethereum looks even worse than Bitcoin. 4-hour, lost the 200. Never really actually, people got really excited. I was getting a little bit excited here too. I mean, we had a green 2 going above a green 1. Looking to hold that, but that did not play out. And again, here's that EXA just being so important. We lose that. All right, let's go to XRP. XRP, also looks like it wants to go lower. We're having a crossover here that's probably going to play out. So this could be kind of the top, the short-term top here. We've definitely lost this area. Still have 8 hours in the day, so anything could happen, but not looking good. Not looking good. 4 hour. Okay, yeah, we're hanging on by a thread to the 200 moving average, but yeah, not looking good. Unless you're a bear, then you can go. I don't know. I wouldn't really. I don't know why you would shorten this market. I think it's a healthy correction. It's a healthy correction. Litecoin. I mean, the other day when we were just looking at it, this thing was turning up. Now it's not. We're still in this area. I don't expect Litecoin to fall like Ethereum falls. I mean, if Ethereum, Bitcoin fall, this is going to fall, of course. But I expect this 100 level to provide some support. Again, also losing the 20-day. Let's see where this thing goes. EXA turning over on the daily. Also hanging on by a thread to the 200 moving average in the 4 hour. So, I mean, these things got to turn up now. Or, next week's could get ugly. Could get ugly. It's probably what we need, unfortunately. But yeah, I've been thinking this kind of cycle looks like 2017 again. It reminds me of, the meme coins, kind of the ICO. Oh, what is this thing? Kind of pumps, and cooled off for a few months before going much higher before the big blow off top. So that's what I'm thinking. I thought we were going to have a little bit more upside. I mean, we're into February. This is about the time. I guess I expected some of these other ones to have a little bit higher prices before going into this big correction. So we'll see. Stellar also not having a great week. I think this one's probably going to touch the 20-week moving average at some point. EXA turning down. So yeah, as far as 20, weren't able to get above the 20-day. EXA also turning over in the negative territory. Not great. Yeah, and with the totality of the market, it just looks bad. So hopefully it looks so bad that it can somehow turn around. But all these have a lot of the cryptos look somewhat like ETH or worse, where they have a kind of descending triangle that looks like it wants to break out of to the downside. So that's kind of what I'm seeing here. All right, Monero. Monero's not going to close above the TD sequential, so it's not going to activate that. Still having one of the better weeks of crypto. The EXA is sloping up, but the market will probably take it over. That's looking pretty nasty. Hopefully we just touch the 20-day moving average and it can kind of go up higher. But this thing can also kind of just fall pretty significantly as well. We have this upward trend. Hopefully we touch it, bounce off it like it has been so many times. But again, the more times, the bigger this thing could fall out. So I don't know. I don't know if we retouch the 200-day moving average or if we can bounce off one of these moving averages. Still definitely in a bullish posture, especially compared to some of the other cryptos. 4 hour well above the 200 moving average. So, this thing could turn around. I think I have some hope for this, but I think that's all we can do right now is hope and pray. Let's just look at the daily. Let's take this off. Let's look at the daily on some of these versus Bitcoin. Nothing much there. Again, Litecoin in the symmetrical triangle. XRP Bitcoin. Bitcoin dominance. Okay, it's going back up a little bit. Let's see. If it makes new highs, that would probably mean the market goes down. I don't know. For alt season, we really want this thing to roll over. XLM, XRP, again, struggling. XLM, Bitcoin, not much to say there. And Monero, Bitcoin. Okay, so it looks like we're losing the 200-day moving average. I mean, I could definitely retest this breakout, go higher, but it could also, roll over, be a fake kind of breakout. So there we go. The market is looking pretty rough out there. There is some buying on the order book, but that doesn't necessarily mean much. If it could keep going further, it just means there is some sign of buying. But it would be really bearish if it continues to go down with the buying. It would mean that it's not doing anything. ETH, Bitcoin, that's a little bit interesting. I mean, you are seeing this buying, so I mean, it definitely could bounce. It just doesn't mean it have to. And if it does go lower, we're in trouble. I mean, if we're at a point where if it goes lower, we're in trouble. 10, 25% drop in some of these cryptos would not be out of the question. So it's got to turn around here soon. Maybe this afternoon it saves us. Somebody save us. Actually, Trump coin's doing good today somehow. Maybe that'll lead the market. But yeah, so you're seeing some buying. That's what you obviously better than not. But nothing. It's, you got to get above the 20-day moving average. ETH is looking rough. Here's that descending triangle I'm kind of talking about. If you look at some of the other, see let's look at, if we kind of just go through the market, I mean, that one looks rough. Bitcoin Cash, there you go. See, breaking below that 200, which is also kind of the bottom of that descending triangle, broken. Looks like it wants to break. There's ADA, looks like ADA hanging in there much better. But there you can kind of see so you get an idea of this descending triangle action that looks like it has broken on some of the cryptos and wants to break on ETH as well. So here's something essentially what you're looking for on ETH is something like that, the bottom to fall out, retested the bottom, and then it's going lower. So crypto looking rough right here. And yeah, it's just getting heavier on this line. So maybe we can get a little bounce. So crypto, let's go. Yep, hope and pray strategy right now. Definitely would not be taking any longs. I mean, you could take a long with a really small stop loss, but I mean, and I'm not going to short in what I believe to be a bull market or anything. So, yeah, looking interesting. But I think Bitcoin looked like this a few weeks ago. We had something like this. Bitcoin looked like this, right? We had this descending triangle action going on here. Well, it was a little different than that, but it had this outlier candle, but it looked like, we're going to 75, we're going to 80, and it ended up breaking out higher. So hopefully it just doesn't look like that this time. It doesn't look like that, but there's our only hope. So there you go. Let's go.